Hey everybody, Eric Pate here, and welcome back to another video. So, you probably saw the title of this video already, but yes, I do have a little bit of a surprise planned for you guys today. The thumbnail is not clickbait. Why would you might ask? Well, it's been about, 3 years since I've last made a video like this, where we're going to go do something that involves commercial transportation in some way. Well, you guys know the last time I made a video like this was about 3 years ago when I was flying back from Tulsa to Charlotte on a plane. Well, you guys probably saw the thumbnail, and if you did not see the thumbnail, that depends on what I choose to be the thumbnail of this video. You guys probably will see a train as the thumbnail. That is not clickbait. That's right, we're going on an actual train today. We are going to go from Springdale to buren and back in this video. So, sit back, relax, and...
Alright guys, here's the engine that's going to be on our train. Looks like it's going to be Arkansas Missouri Railroad engine 68 and 44. I think these are going to be our engines, I'm not sure. I could be wrong. But what does matter is these cars right here probably are our cars. I am ready for this excursion so that I get to take you guys with me. Alright, it is a little raining, but we are now boarding the train.
Yeah. Don't want to get soaked before I get on it.
Oh. It is called 105, that is our group.
I'm 106. You have a good day.
You too. One, two.
Yes. Okay. If you're 105, you better go. You're going to get wet. So go for it.
I know.
They're recording.
Sorry guys, it is raining.
Yeah, it is.
I'm trying not to record other passengers. Yeah, this is going on YouTube though. Sorry, I was talking with another passenger. You did call 105, right?
Yes. 105 to your left and all the way across.
Gotcha.
You get the next car. Welcome everyone. That is your service. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, your steps down. Whoa.
Alright. We're on board. Now heading to our seat. We did not board in our car. The next car.
Such a thing as trading seats, maybe?
This is a...
There's 7 of us.
105 is...
105 is next car?
Yes, sir.
Alright, so we're gonna have to switch cars real quick. 22B, that's where I'm sitting. Looks like we're gonna be towards the front of the train. I thought we were gonna be at the back.
Numbers are up top.
Alright, I'm looking for
Can we trade places with people?
If they're okay with it.
Oh, okay.
22B, that's where I'm at.
Well, 28.
Sorry. It is still raining, but luckily we're not being rained on now. We are actually towards the front of the train. I thought we were going to be sitting towards the back. But the engine is actually connected to the front, to our car, so we're actually at the front of the train. Quick update coming to you guys. So, I changed seats. So, the seat I was scheduled in was 22B, but the problem was, it was husband and wife. So I decided to move to a little bit more close to the back of the car. I mean, now we're in 32B, so I just want to say that we have not yet started moving yet. So, again, when we start moving, start it up. Alright, it is 8 o'clock. We should be moving any second. I'm just waiting. When we start moving, I'll be recording for 10 minutes. Continuously. So. I thought we were going to be sitting at the back, but apparently we're sitting at the front of the train. Turned out that these seats are reversible and whatnot. So if we were going to be sitting at the back, I was going to move my seat to where we are facing the direction of travel. I did manage to get a seat to myself, and I do appreciate it, and I do like that, because we should be fully boarded. So I'm just waiting for us to move. It is raining, but the radar looks promising. I don't think we will be delayed because of this. But we just gotta wait and see. I'm pretty excited to making this vlog for you guys. And I will put this in the flight vlog playlist, so it'll be easier for you guys to find it instead of maybe just making a whole new playlist. So I'm just gonna throw this in the flight vlog playlist. It's gonna be the very bottom video of that playlist. Hey, why are you putting a train video in the flight vlog playlist? I just want to make it easier for you guys to find it. And since we don't ride on trains very much, I don't see a point in me just creating a new playlist. Now, if this was like the second or third video on this channel, me riding a train, that's a different story. Yeah, we'll talk about the possibility of having the playlist for train rides. But since this is only like the second or third time, first time in like 11 years, before I even had a YouTube channel, was the last time I ridden on a passenger train, which was Amtrak, and I went from Norman to Oklahoma to Ardmore, Oklahoma. But we should be moving momentarily. So, okay, when we do actually start moving, I'll start it up. Alright, we are moving. I'm gonna go ahead and start the 10-minute timer because I don't have like a time thing on my camera. Well, I started a 10-minute timer since I did say that once we start moving, I am going to record it for the first 10 minutes.
Hello, everyone.
I heard a train horn blow, and I had a feeling that we were literally about to move. And the next thing you know, not even 30 seconds after I heard the train horn, we started moving. But we are looking. Let me say, get moving again here in about hopefully a couple minutes.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome aboard the Arkansas Missouri Railroad excursion train. My name is Caleb. This here is Jameson. We'll be your conductors during the course of the journey to Chicago with a stop down in LA. Now, before we get going, we do have a few safety rules to go over with you. We do ask you not to cross between cars at any time during the course of the journey. Everything you need is on this car. Everything from beverages to the restroom. Once we get rolling, Jameson and I will be going through with the beverages. As for beverages, they're $2 each. We've got Diet Coke, Sprite, Dr. Pepper, Coke, and water. We also have additional snacks available as well for $2 each. As for the restroom, right before you exit the car, on the north end, it'll be on the west side of the train. Also, this is a family-friendly train, so we'd ask you not to smoke or vape or use any tobacco products while on board. If you have those with you, please leave those put away. Other than that, sit back, relax, enjoy the ride.
Dude, face caught in the middle. So we have started moving. Some more now, it feels like. I am gonna add a couple more minutes just because we did stop to make up for the time that we lost. So yeah, this is going to be a great trip for you guys. I know it's going to be a great trip for me. I'm already enjoying it, even though we've barely gotten moving. So, I'm not nervous, even though I do have my earbuds in. That's just so that I can at least have some sort of entertainment going for me. We're not going to Chicago. I wish we were, but we're also going to we're actually going to Van Buren, and we're coming back tonight. We're coming back today. Want to wave at this cross? We're to be hearing that a lot today, or at least I'm going to. have the next song. I'll stop it for a little break from you guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you'll go ahead and bring up your tickets, Jameson's going to come through and check them, see who's got an AM tray. If you got an AM tray, you'll get a free drink with that. After he checks your tickets, leave them out. Once they dry out, we'll come through and inspect them from you.
Man, we're having such a great time right now, and I think we're just going to continue to keep having a good time on this train, and I'll see you guys in a few minutes. I'm just going to sit back and then just ride for a couple minutes here and probably get some drink. If I do, I will come back with that. Okay, so I've got to go through a couple crossings. I have been across. We have to go through one actually before too long that I go across because it's when I go to church every week. I go across it, and yeah, I go across it every Sunday, twice. Once on the way to work, once on the way home. I live in it. And we're literally heading it right now. And then we're about to hit quite a few here in the next couple minutes. So, it's about to hit quite a few. I might as well just keep it rolling. Okay, there's the Johnson Fire Department. I was wondering where it was. bouncy. About to hear the train horn a lot here in the next couple minutes because there's, I believe, at least 6 crossings about to go over. Well, 6 crossings with the lights and gates. I do work at the Domino's that's over here in Johnson sometimes. I probably shouldn't be saying that, but I'm not gonna say where it is exactly. And I also go to church. And here we go. Here's, like I said, we're probably about to go over like 6 or 7 crossings within the next 2 to 3 minutes. This is how I found out that Arkansas had a passenger train. That runs where we currently are right now. That's because I was delivering down here one day. Oh, for the safety, guys, disregard what I said about me working down here. Where I work. There's a shorter one to Winslow, but I chose to be on the long one because the one for Winslow is only going to take like 2 to 3 hours, but the one to Van Buren is going to take all day. So I decided, why not? It was only like $20 more for the long one, so. Thank you.
And a Kyle Busch.
Yep. That's an 8 car now, but
Earnhardt Jr. used to have the 8.
I know. Okay, maybe I was wrong about the level crossings. Maybe it was a little bit more down. Oh yeah, it's way more down. Sure. I think we're past all of them now, but apparently we're once you get out of Fayetteville, Fayetteville has a lot of them, so. Alright, I'll be back in a little bit, guys. Alright. Let's just ride for a couple of minutes here. We're having a great trip so far. I tried to get some sleep, but that did not work out too well. Little problem with refreshment. We're going to have to wait until we get to main buren. And here's why. So, I had some cash on me this morning, and I decided to deposit it into the ATM. Did not realize, so they do charge for drinks and snacks, but they only use cash. And I did not know that, and that would have been a little bit better to know in advance that, hey, they don't use cards. So if there's a gas station or a place in buren that I can go to get like $5-10 out, that'd be awesome. Even if it means I have to buy, like, we'll say a pack of gum or something. So yeah. So we're basically not gonna have any refreshments before buren, but hey, who cares? What matters right now is we're having a great trip, and I know I am. I know I'm having a great trip, and I'm glad to take you guys along. 11 years. The 11-year streak of me not riding on a train has officially been broken. I don't count theme park trains as going on a train because that's just at a theme park. You're just seeing everything that you just, like when you walk around a theme park, you're basically, and then you decide to get on the train, you're basically kind of see everything again that you saw at a theme park. Now, the difference between driving in a car and going and seeing it versus doing it from a car, well, the train, you're doing the drive down to buren. Your top speed is gonna be probably between 70 to 75 miles an hour, and you might miss some stuff.
Hey, what's the fastest this train goes? The fastest if you go is about 10 miles.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I was trying to say something to the camera about how the fastest this train can go, but
I just for maybe like 30, so like once maybe the 25 long, like once it gets sunny later on in the day, you'll probably see it going like 30, 35.
Gotcha. Okay, so I wanted to fact check myself before I said something to you guys. So I was talking with the conductor, that was who I was just talking to. Fastest we're probably gonna go, he said it's gonna be 30 miles an hour, maybe 35, but probably on the way back it should be sunny. So we're expecting to go a little bit faster on the way back. So we'll be back a little bit later for an update.
I don't know when he said we're gonna, but
And just, he said in a little bit we're going to be hitting a train tunnel. So we're literally about to hit one. So I specifically chose to record this experience for you guys. I'm using another camera, I'm not using my phone. The problem with my phone is, the reason why I'm not using my phone versus last time when we done a vlog like this. So the other day something happened to my phone. I did a software update and I could not get past the lock screen. So I had to do a factory reset on my phone, which is not too big of a deal. I mean, I would lose everything, but at least, that was the last resort kind of deal, because I tried like 6 different things to get my phone to go more than past the lock screen, but I couldn't do that. So then, I don't know, 18 hours later, I I'll be honest, I did not have a case on my phone. I do now. So then I can at least still have, but my phone still works. The screen's kind of screwed up and whatnot. So I'll be getting myself a new phone hopefully today. If not, hopefully next week. Anyway, that was after. All that happened after I bought this ticket. So, but my phone still works and everything. I can still call and text, which is really all I really need to do and listen to Spotify. That's the 3 big things I just really need to. I care the most about. So, actually, I can do everything I can do like before I got my phone. So, it's just a little bit. It's just gonna be a little bit hard to see some stuff, but here I'll just show you like right now like how screwed up my phone is. Like the screen's kind of spazzing out. As you can see, there's some cracks on there, and all of that started because I dropped my phone yesterday at work, running to my car. So, and I did not put a case on. Coming up on another crossing, I missed quite a few for you guys, but that was because I was trying to get some sleep, but alright. When he tells us something, I'll start back up. There we go, we're going through the tunnel. Film the whole time we're in the tunnel. And I just said that as we were exiting the tunnel.
Exactly 1 mile from now will be Bus Mountain Viaduct, also known as Trestle Number 1, the largest of 3 and 125 foot tall, 780 foot long. If you've ever wondered.
So I had to switch my phone after all due
Some of you
to.
may be wondering, since I said we have not checked them for termites in quite some time, some of you may be wondering, is it safe to go over it? Answer is yes. They've since been torn down from their original form and rebuilt from wood to steel. Termites don't know how to eat steel yet. I doubt they ever will. When we did rebuild them, we put back the little side platforms on 2 of them. Show you where they used to have water buckets back when they were wood. When steam locomotives climbed this grade at 5 miles per hour, sometimes they'd go out spark, catch the trestle on fire. Also back then, most of the train cars were wooden as well, and the cabs and steam locomotives. I do mean if it burned down, it'd burn the trestle and the train to the ground. So they had to get off the train real quick, get one of those water buckets, put out the fire real quick, and then continue on. Nowadays you don't have to worry about that. Train is now started over, truss number 1.
Okay,
If you're scared of heights, do not look down.
I don't know what happened, but my camera did malfunction and it's still malfunctioning. I'm trying to get it like restarted and whatnot. Hopefully we did not lose the footage of this vlog, but that's what I'm hoping. We just went over what is known as a trussel. So yeah, I'll be back later with an update, hopefully on the camera, if not my phone. So yeah. Okay, he said in just a minute or so, we're going to be crossing trussel number 2. Camera is still malfunctioning, so I'm still on the phone for videoing. So I did not want to switch the phone, but we had to. He said we should be crossing trussel number 2 any second. Still trying to. Okay. 1 second.
Also from this point, on the west side of the train, you can see telegraph poles. Some are still standing, while others have fallen over from old age. Before they came out with your new handheld devices, it's all Morse code. Railroads use Morse code to this day. Even with locomotive signals. As they're going to move forward, you'll hear 2 longhorn blasts. To back up, you'll hear 3 longhorn blasts. And to have the train in the red zone, meaning it cannot move, 1 longhorn blast. You will hear all 3 of those today when you're off the train at Van Buren.
Be back in a little bit for an update. Okay, here we go. So I got my camera working. So apparently there was some wildlife on the tracks just now. And so that's why we just heard 4 short blows. But I did manage to get my camera to work. I just had to wait until it to stop. So I'm back on the camera. I did not want to switch to it, but I had to my phone for a second. But time is, we left about 8. We left shortly after 8. I think 8:10 roughly when we left. So we're about 1 hour and 20 minutes into the journey. I think the journey to Van Buren takes about 2.5 hours, so roughly. I'm not sure. But once we do get into Van Buren, we have about 2 or 3. We have about 2 or 3 hours there. That we're gonna do just to hang out, walk around, whatever. When we
Actually a mass grave there. Back when they were building the train tunnel you went through earlier, it was all dug by hand, pickaxes, and shovels. They started at both ends and met in the middle. took them 3 years to do that. Shortly after that, they all got together and celebrated their huge accomplishment. Unfortunately, shortly after that, smallpox and malaria come through, and it was not treatable back then, because this was still back in the 1800s. They didn't want to take them down the mountain and spread it even more, so they buried them here on the mountain in a mass grave. That's what the two white crosses on the side are for. The center cross is for the second over this railroad. In 2002, Tony Hindle got too old not to break this road any longer, so he sold it to Riley McCarran. Riley McCarran did some great things for this railroad, getting SDCPAC, letting those people off big freights, and welding the rails to make them all one piece for Missouri for some departments. So, if you've been wondering why you're not hearing that clicky clack sound, you only get that on jointed rail, not welded rail. Before he could do any more though, he unfortunately passed away from cancer in 2015. He had two last wishes. One, have his ashes scattered over there so he could be laid to rest with the ones that helped build this beloved railroad. Before he got this railroad though, he had 3 others. He actually sold 3 just to get this one because he liked the passenger operation on it. The second one had his wife inherited this railroad. She's the current owner of the railroad to this day, making this one of 3 railroads in the United States and is owned by a lady currently. Her name is Karen Carrasco.
Another update later. Apparently we're about to approach another tunnel. I'm gonna upload the videos to my Google Drive because I'm gonna be editing all this on my computer. And like I said, I'm supposed to be getting a new phone today, hopefully. So if that doesn't happen, it really all depends on one thing. So my stepdad's gonna meet me at the phone store because I have to have somebody there who's an authorized user of my phone account, and I'm not one. I'm on my mom's phone account, to clarify. And yeah. So anytime I need to get a new phone, I have to either have my mom or my stepdad with me, since I'm not an authorized user, and they are. But we'll wait and see. I'm definitely door dashing, doing my other job today, which is, I kind of just said it, so forget I said it. This video, I'm hoping for a 2-hour video. I have not had one of those yet, and of just us traveling.
Now this creek, you'll keep seeing it right here, and buren. A bunch of explorers came through here. They named this creek here Frog Creek Bayou. on the east side of the train, logging company over here. Look even closer, you'll see a little pond over there. Where that pond is now, there was once a turntable. Frisco Railroad had a steam locomotive station here. Back when this was an all steam locomotive railroad. Got a little fall festival going on, right? Now that steam locomotive that was stationed at that turntable always had a round hat at one time. That steam grade that I told you about, we're still on it. That's how they would attack that steam locomotive on the back freights going up and help getting it all the way back up to Winslow. Couple of Winslow, run that steam locomotive back down, put it back on the turntable, and wait on the next northbound freight.
When we get to Big Buren, I wanted to check out the contest before we boarded in Springdale. But when we get to Big Buren, if they would let us, I would ask, hey, is it okay if I check out the contest real quick? Because I think it would be great for us to check out the contest. Because we need to check out, because we didn't make it in this video, if we can, to check out the contest. I mean, and the flight vlogs, because like I said, this is going in the flight vlog playlist. Like I said, in the flight vlogs, we always check out the plane we're going to be.
There used to be an old car over here, the old sheriff's car, Chester. Bonnie and Clyde, if you've heard of them. They robbed a bank here in Chester years ago. Their getaway car and their driver, once they got out of the bank, they realized he was not there. So what they did was, they found a car that was running nearby. What they didn't know was the sheriff's car. He saw them getting in it. And as they were taking off, he filled it full of bullet holes. Several through the radiator. They didn't make it that far until it broke down right over there. And they had to hop out and run the rest of the way. We assumed that they got to their getaway driver that was also there. As for the car, when they built the interstate through there, they moved it over until just a couple of years ago when they moved it up to a museum up in Missouri.
Anyway, what I was saying, like in the flight vlogs, you know, before we boarded, we kind of checked out the plane as well as we could, mainly because like watching it pull up and whatnot. And I would show you guys like the kind of plane we're going to be riding on and whatnot. At least with flight vlogs, like we could find out what kind of plane we were going to be on before and whatnot. Wow. I kind of figured that we're being powered by locomotive 44 and 60. I don't know the exact locomotive models, but I do know that they're numbered 60 and 44. But we're at the, like I said, we're at the front of the train. I thought we were going to start off in the back. But looks like we're going to be riding in the back, very back car on the way home, or way back to Springdale. Whatever you guys want to say. So yeah. Alright, I'll be back in a couple minutes for an update. Alright, so there's no tracker, but I was able to pull up on Google Maps, see how far we're from Van Buren. We're in Alma, and so I would assume, and it shows that Alma's not that far from Van Buren. I don't know how far it is, because I tried to hit like directions to Van Buren, but the problem was it was telling me that but it was telling me by road. Here's the problem though. We're on a train. We're on a train, and when I put the train directions, see how far we're all by train, Google Maps said that we don't have trains. There's no train map here. So, let me pull it up on my phone real quick. Okay, apparently I lost reception. Okay, there we go. Zoom out here. So Van Buren is right where my thumb is, and that blue dot that you see is us. So I can't tell, but okay, when I hit directions, that happens. So I can't really tell you guys how far we are out from Van Buren. It's so. Like when I try to hit the train, it's not going to tell us, which I don't know why it won't if we're literally on one right now. And on Google Maps it shows us one railroad tracks even, because like I said, we're on a train. We're on a train. So I don't know. But we'll just ride for a couple minutes. Why don't you guys ride until maybe we start Whispers of the Dark, and I'll let you guys ride with me the whole duration of the song. And I'll be quiet there again. Guys, listen for a second too. No, it's not the greatest with all those cracks, measuring things acting up, but at least got something to help me figure out, if I need to know how far out we are from Van Buren, or when on the way back, how far out we are from Springdale. Whispers in the dark. whispers in the dark. And the whispers in the dark. Alright, I'll be back in a little bit for nothing. Okay. You said we're about...
Ladies, you must take your husbands with you. If you leave them behind, it'll be a $500 service fee for the training, maintenance, and all the other stuff they require.
How far out from here did you say?
Well, I'm in there. I was talking to nobody. But we're going to Van Buren, and we're about, looks like we're about, it says we're about, alright, so it looks like we're about 10 miles from Van Buren. There's like a plaza place across the street from it. Ooh. About 10 miles and then out together.
Hey, how far out did it say we were? We're about 40 minutes.
Gotcha. Alright. I'll be back in about 15 minutes. No, 25 minutes. I'll be back at 10:20 for the final push into Van Buren. Yeah, it's been 25 minutes, but we're actually, I think we're in the final push into Van Buren. It says we're only about 2 miles away from the depot. So, I think we're less than 10 minutes out, so unless something different is said, we will, I will come back. I'm not going to come back. I'm going to keep it rolling. So, yeah. And I'm going to end this video off as it might normally end off, one of the ways I would end off my flight vlogs is at the hotel and whatnot, and I would sit in my computer chair or whatever and be give a quick wrap of the video on what we did and whatnot. I know I do a quick saying what the video is, and then, but I don't know why I like to give a summary of what we did. So then we are into Van Buren. Oh, yep. Looks like there's a football game going on the other side of the track. Looks like high school. I could be wrong on that. Okay. bought a power bank last night. I just want to make sure we still have, like, still charged and because my camera died. But we are literally about to go to buren. Yeah, it's showing. Yep, we're literally gonna be pulling in. It's like in about 2 minutes. 2 minutes, looks like. Stopping like we are here. We're gonna stop right on a crossing.
And we're a little early today. Normally we get here at 11.
God, we're stopping right on a crossing.
Get all that done. Close to 11, so 2 o'clock.
Let's see, are we gonna back up? Nope. We are in. I guess our car's gonna stop on a crossing, so.
Welcome to Van Buren. I've been told that y'all have to be back by 2.
Gotcha.
Please be here by 2 or we might leave.
Alright.
It's about a $300 Uber ride back to Springdale, so this is a better option.
Alright. I'll see you guys later. When we get board the train, I'll start it back up.
Come on, your step's coming down.
Thank you. Alright, well, time to check out the contest. As I said, we're led by two engines, 44 and 60. This is the car we are in, car 105. Car behind us is the same type of car 106. We're going to watch the whole length of the contest real quick. Besides the engines, because they probably won't let me walk up to the engine. And then I believe this is one of our, yeah, this is a dining car, looks like. And then I think we'll figure out if we're going to be at the front. I gotta see if we're going to be at the back on the way back. And then we got our kind of jump car / sightseeing car. And then we got our very back car right here, car 107. Alright, I am now going to go blow some time. I got to be back at the train at 2 o'clock. And I'll see you guys later. Alright, so this is what I'm having. I'm having a grilled chicken Alfredo from Pasta and Grill and Van Buren. Great trip so far. Gonna add some Parmesan to this, and I'm gonna go ahead and enjoy some eating. We're gonna go walking around here in a few minutes after I get done to eat.
90, that range.
Okay.
Several movies filmed here in Van Buren. They bring in dirt and cover up the streets and make it look like an old west town. Frank and Jesse with Rob Lowe and Randy Travis was filmed here. Biloxi Blues with Matthew Broderick. The Blue and the Gray, portion of it was filmed here, Civil War picture. Graham Greene was here last summer filming part of a movie.
No.
Van Buren started out in 1818 at Phillips Landing as a steamboat stop on the river. They would stop and fill up with firewood to fire their steam boilers to turn their propellers. Our post office was established in 1831. Van Buren was incorporated in 1845.
If you don't mind, I am recording a little of this ride. I am videotaping a little of this ride.
That's fine.
For a video I'm working on, so with my overall experience of today, so. I did not know that this was a movie camera at one point.
Yeah. Now, this very last building here on the left is the Anheuser-Busch building. They use it to store their beer in. They would bring it by train from St. Louis and store it in this building. But if you look at the side of the building as you go by, you can still see the Anheuser-Busch wording up there on top.
Okay.
The theater. They still use it every week. They have plays and concerts in there. When I was a kid, it was a movie house. It was called the Bob Burns Movie Theater. Bob Burns grew up here in Van Buren. He was a radio actor from the 30s and 40s, made a few movies. He had an instrument that he played in his comedy act called the bazooka, which was a piping that he had put together in the office across the street when he was a gas company.
Wow.
Now that building is supposedly haunted. There was an acting group that came through and said, yeah, I'll give you the money to build it.
That's what you're supposed to do.
Okay. It is pulling up now, guys. Oh, I was talking to my camera.
We need to.
Okay, I know for a fact we're going to be in the very back car now. Looks like it has stopped, or is it coming up slowly? Nope, it's coming. It's coming. The lights are turned on. Oh, I should correct it on the engine number. It's not 60, 68. Earlier in the video I said we're on train. A lot more. 68, I did not. But we are 105. Alright. Let me start boarding. Alright, I think 105 is about to be home.
All aboard! 105! All aboard!
Thank you.
Look, step smoke.
Are you? Welcome back. Here we are, back in our seat. We start moving and getting out. Alright, so my cameraman functioned again, so I'm just kind of waiting for it to reset. Before it to unfreeze. I don't know what happened, so I don't know what's been going on. So I'll be putting these into a Google Drive because I'm going to edit this whole thing on my computer. Yep. I'm just trying to get my camera to work again. So right now I am currently using my phone. Hopefully we got a footage of us leaving the Springdale depot, but let's just hope we did. But if we didn't, it's not too big a deal. At least we got footage of us leaving the Siloam one. No, not Siloam, Springdale one.
NASCAR update. Corey Heim won again today. That's like his 10th win of the season. I'm not actually too totally sure. Just enjoying a little train exorcism today, or whatever it's called. Like I said, I'm just waiting for my camera to get back. So I don't know why it keeps just malfunctioning. Like I don't have like a pen or something I can just, or a paperclip that I can get into the part where like I can reset it. But at the same time, I don't want to do that because it could cause me to lose all the footage we got from earlier with our ride from down here. So I'm just waiting until my camera edits. Train horn might be a little bit quieter than it's been since Springdale because like I said, we're not like directly behind the engine like we were on the way down. We are in the very back of the train. We're the caboose. Hands for a second. Making us on for a great journey back to Springdale. I'm still trying to figure out what's going on with my camera, so yeah. I have no idea why it keeps malfunctioning. Maybe I need to put it back on the charger and see if that would stop the malfunction, because it did earlier. It's just freezing up. I'm good. Yeah, I still don't have the cash on me, so. Alright, I'll be back a little bit for an update. Alright, so this video was made off and on with my phone in my camera. The camera keeps malfunctioning for some reason, but no worries. All I gotta do is just let it turn off by itself, and I'll be able to keep the footage. Unfortunately, though, I did lose the footage of us leaving buren, but that's only like a minute or two of footage we lost. So it wasn't like I'm trying to remember which flight vlog it was when we went to Then we went to Houston, where I lost like 30 minutes worth of footage. So luckily though, this time we only had to lose 2 minutes of footage. So we are having a great time here on the train. Yeah. I got 4 seats to myself right here, so that's awesome. I can put my foot up. I've had my foot up for a while. They haven't really said anything, so. When they say we're about to hit some cool landmarks, like look, we're above a river. Doesn't seem like popcorn and pasta mixes very well. And again, I haven't really had any water today. I've had Mountain Dew. Well, I had a cup at the place that had pasta, but I have that backpack with me, that hat, a couple other brochures and whatnot I picked up in Van Buren. Traveling by train gives a totally different perspective on things, on like what to do and whatnot. It gives a totally different perspective. Like, if I was to make this drive, yes, this drive would have only been an hour, maybe an hour and a half. Because, but then again, max speed, then again, in a car though, you're going you might be going close to 80 miles an hour. While on the train, we're not even going half of that. If not, we're going just slightly above a fourth, maybe? The guy earlier in this video, the conductor, he just walked past me, he was telling me that he says top speed we're going to hit 45. And that's on a nice day. Top speed we're going to hit on a rainy day like we had earlier today. Top speed we're going to hit is maybe 35. At one point we were only going 25. But it gives, again, back to my point, like it gives a totally different perspective on some of the stuff you would not get to see traveling by car. Because so it gives like a total different perspective traveling by train than traveling by a car, because you can easily change lanes, whatever, but you're just running on one thin rail of track. But at some point you might see some sidings and whatnot, but yeah, anyway, I'll be back later for an update.
Just film here.
Gotcha. What's your name?
Caleb.
Caleb? Mr. Caleb is our conductor here, and he's letting me get a shot of us, what it looks like from being from the back.
Yeah, here in a moment you'll bring the back. That way they can see the door here as well.
Yeah, I don't have zoom on this thing, so it's just 3 buttons. Quick update. So just cruising along, going back out to Springdale. I'm planning on staying awake for the whole duration of this part of the trip due to the fact that I may or may not have gotten a good 30 minutes, 45 minutes earlier on the way down to Van Buren. It's been a great day, and I'm glad I got to take you guys along with me. If you also want to see the pictures I've taken, check my Facebook. I will also put them on Instagram. Follow me there at EricPate013. And then if you want to find me on Facebook and find those photos, all you got to, my account is not private, it is public. And you will find all the photos I took today. Yeah. Again, like I said, this totally gave me a different perspective on Arkansas. And I mean, it's a 3-hour, like I said, from my house in Rogers all the way down to Van Buren. That's an hour-long drive. Then again, I'm going. At one point, I'm going 75. I might be going. Okay, I'm gonna admit I do speed a little. So I might be going like 80 miles an hour, maybe close to 85. But that's not the point. The point is, we're probably not even going to half that right now. And I can guarantee you that most of this trip, we're actually not even going half of 80, which is 40. So, the reason why I'm really saying this over like the last, I don't know, however many minutes of this video about how it gives you a totally different perspective is because you're going a lot slower and you're actually kind of seeing everything. You guys are actually kind of seeing everything. I know, like, and I'm going to bring up the flight vlogs for a second. Again, this video is going to be in that playlist. But I need to say something. With the flight vlogs, we're going like times 10 amount that this train is going. When we're on a plane, we're going anywhere from 400 to 500 miles an hour. We don't really have time to see the stuff that's going on the ground. But with us being on a train, down here on a train instead, I feel like I'm missing some stuff. By looking at the scenery we are seeing, oh, we got two more empty seats here. Why won't we for the next couple minutes? You guys we're gonna ride on the other side of the tracks. Again, like you can kind of see why I say that we're getting a totally different perspective of Arkansas. We are not driving 80 miles an hour down an interstate. We are not even going half that speed probably right now. We're probably going, maybe at fastest, they told me that on a nice day at fastest we're going to hit 45. But I don't even know how fast we're going, and I don't care. I don't care we're not going fast. What I care about is the fact that we are seeing all of this stuff. We're seeing it a lot slower. We're not just going past it in like 2 seconds. We're going... Alright, I'll be back in a couple of minutes. Wow, I feel completely dumb. We were on a turn, and I could see the front of the train, and I was gonna get you guys a great shot of it, and I was just like, I did not turn my camera on fast enough, and I realized that it was gonna be a great shot. Oh my god, I feel so dumb. I feel so dumb right now. I had a great opportunity for a great shot, and I freaking missed it. It's great not sitting right behind the engine because, like I said, it's a lot quieter than it is back here than it is sitting right directly behind it. I feel bad though for the people in the very front passenger car because when they were in the back, Oh, we're about to pass this festival again. Ah, are you kidding me? I thought it malfunctioned again. Anyway, I literally thought it malfunctioned again. But anyway, back to what this video is supposed to be about is I wanted to get a different perspective besides the road or a plane, because I've seen Arkansas from the air on a few occasions, but besides the commercial flight and the couple flights we did in Cessnas on this channel. So I decided a couple weeks ago, I decided just to look how much train tickets were, and then saw that they were like $70 for one ticket, and I decided, you know what, screw it, I needed something to do today, because I asked off. So I go on paid vacation next week, and I just had to ask off the weekend too. Only for when I go on paid vacation, because why not? But like, it really does give you a different perspective on the state you live in. If you have an excursion train in your state, I would highly recommend you to ride it, because it will give you that perspective I talk about. I have talked about like literally over the last 20 minutes of this video. You have a totally different perspective, and you might not even go as fast as you would in your car. Now, if you do Amtrak, one disclaimer, if you do Amtrak, you might be going as fast as your car. So that's why I want you to do is strictly an excursion train that is made strictly for excursions. Arkansas Missouri Railroad, which is the train I'm riding on today, is strictly a excursion train. The train I'm on is strictly a excursion train. So which means, like I said, since this is more for sightseeing and whatnot, honestly, if I wanted to spend an extra $10, I would have gotten us a ticket in the dumb car. Then again, I think it was sold out when I bought these tickets. But it really gives you that perspective I keep bringing up. Anyway, I'll be back in a bit. Just gonna ride along for a few minutes. I'm waiting to be told when we're about to go over the truffles, because there's a plan for when we go over the truffles again. We're gonna go over the truffles again here in about, I don't know. I'm gonna wait for it to tell me. So we're just gonna wait for either Caleb or other conductor to tell me, hey, I'm gonna wait to hear on the speaker. Well, whatever happens. But I'm waiting to be told when we're about to go over the truffles, because here's the plan for the truffles. You know how we just rode in the bag for a couple minutes and watching the tracks just go off in distance, kinda? Because here's the plan when we go over the truffles. We're gonna get a shot of us that way, and even in the tunnel. But I kinda want to scare you guys. I'm gonna keep my camera rolling. Oh, wait a minute, it's not gonna be completely dark in here. Crap. I just realized I had something scary planned for you guys, but the problem is, the car's lit. The inside of the car is lit. Oh, here we go, we can kinda, here's a shot I've been trying to get us earlier. And that wasn't probably a very good one, but I was close to what I was trying to get earlier. But, like, I'm gonna stop talking about the perspective thing, but about the state I live in, and talk about something else. Yeah, it does involve trains. I think it's underrated. I think train travel is underrated. Like, people always say, oh, they want an air tour and whatnot. I think getting a train, or they want to see the beautiful nature and whatnot from the air. I prefer to see it from the ground. I mean, I love flying more than I love riding on a train, because I get there faster, and I just love being in the air. But every once in a while, I'm the way of, I need to slow down. And, oh crap, I said I was going to talk about perspective, and I really brought it back up. But anyway, hey, you guys want to hear me sing during this trip for a second? Ah, too bad you are. We're about to go over the first truffle, looks like. That was not a truffle, my bad. You guys won't get to hear the music, but you guys will definitely hear the lyrics. If you know the song, please let me know in the comments. Comment that if you made it this far in this video. The song title I sang in this video. When this began, I had nothing to say, and I get lost in the nothingness inside of me. I was confused, and I let it out to find that I'm not the only person these things should mind inside of me. There's the words reveal the only real thing got out left to feel. Nothing to lose. Those hollow and alone, and the fault is my own. And the fault is my own. I'm gonna get away here in a second. Feel. I wanna heal what I thought was never real. I want to let go of the pain I felt so long ago. Erase all the pain till it's gone. Want to heal. I want to feel like I'm close to something real. I want to find a thing I wanted all along. Somewhere I belong. And I got nothing to say. Now you believe I didn't fall right down on my face. I was confused everywhere, only to find if it's not the way I imagine it all in my mind. What am I to have that negativity? Let's find a way. Everyone's looking at me. This game, hollow in the lump, and the fault is my own. And the fault is my own. I want to heal. I want to feel what I thought was never real. I want to let go of the pain I felt so long. Erase all the pain till it's gone. I want to heal. I want to feel what I thought was nothing real. Somewhere I belong. I would never know myself until I do this on my own. I would never know. Okay, I'm gonna stay back here for a second because I'm pretty sure we're about to pass another. Alright, Caleb just confirmed with me that we are about to pass another.
And they're all 100 foot tall.
Huh?
They're all over 100 foot tall.
Oh yeah, all over 100 foot.
And they're all numbered 1 through 3 coming from the north, Springdale, going down to Van Buren south.
Okay.
The trestle number 1, 125 foot tall, 780 foot long. 1 mile later, you hit trestle number 2, 110 foot tall, 451 foot long. 1 mile later, trestle number 3, 110 foot tall, 481 foot long.
And the 110 foot one is the one we just passed. Is that correct? And then not too far after we pass trestle number 1, we'll be going. We'll go in the tunnel.
1 mile after the train trestle, the first one.
Gotcha. Okay. I'll let him share the information because he knows more. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, good thing you shared it because you know more than I do, apparently.
I do a few voiceovers for videos for people's reporting. If they like the history, if you have something that needs some voiceover work.
Yeah. Yeah. And the reason why I was asking for your name so I can shout you out. And we're over trestle number 2. First trestle we were just over was trestle number 3. We're now over 2.
Here's the trestle number 1. It's the largest of the 3.
Oh no! Wow, I stand corrected.
25 foot tall, 780 foot long. It's the largest of the 3.
Okay.
1 mile from now, you'll be entering the train tunnel.
Okay.
Let me get this out of your way here.
Yeah. And
we're gonna stand back here for the duration of the train tunnel. We're gonna be back here. I'm gonna stop it for a second. Alright. Caleb just told me we're about to hit the tunnel.
This train tunnel is 1,702 feet long. It's the largest road pass between the Rockies and the Appalachians. It tends to get a little dark in here as there's no lighting in here.
So just like the Moffat Tunnel.
You can see light at the end of the tunnel, you just gotta hope it's not another train incoming.
Yes.
And again, this train tunnel is 1,702 feet long. It's the largest road pass between the Rockies and the Appalachians.
I also got a few of your announcements on film earlier, like when we first left Springdale and whatnot. I try to record us leaving Big Bear and then the camera malfunctioned, so.
If you need any other footage or voiceovers, I can do that.
Nah. I'll let you know. And now we are at the other side, I believe?
Welcome to Winslow. No, not Winslow, Arizona, Winslow, Arkansas. Winslow, Arkansas is a former resort town before air conditioning was invented. This is where all the folks from down south of here would come up during the hot summertime.
Alright, so, there's two conductors in my car. Conductor Caleb is the guy that you guys heard, that you guys kept on hearing throughout this video, and on speaker, or when we were just filming from the back just now. The other conductor, though, after I made the last part, he asked me if I don't mind if I move to the very back of the car, and I said why not, because he was just telling me that, near where I was sitting, there's a bunch of Vietnam vets, and they could be getting tired, and so I just thought they said that it was going to be more fair on them if I moved to the back. So I said sure, why not, and I moved back here. So instead of sitting right in front of the car, I'm now sitting in the very back of the car, or if we were coming between the very front of the car. I'm thinking about when we pull into Springdale, I was going to have us record from the back, showing us coming to a stop and everything. If they would let me, I do want to walk the whole length of the contest, and instead of doing a quick overview, do more a detailed view of the contest. The engines are still the same, 68 and 44, but I just want to do like the whole length of the contest. That thing would be great for this video. Quick update. I don't know where we are exactly, but I definitely know we're past Winslow. Winslow is probably about halfway through our journey. Winslow, Arkansas. You guys probably know this by now. If we did fly to it, because if we did go to Arizona, you guys would have known about it. I'll be honest, until a couple weeks ago, I've only seen freight trains and Rogers or Bentonville, Fayetteville, Springdale. Yeah, that's wherever in Northwest Arkansas that I normally travel to. And like I said, I was at work a couple weeks ago driving around, and I heard a train. I was like, oh great, I get to see another train. Little did I know that I was going to see a passenger train. It was actually on that exact train right now. I don't know how an idea I got a month or so ago became reality. And
versus like when I first got obsessed with planes, we had to wait years and years and years because plane tickets are like the cheapest plane ticket I found from here to Dallas which is our shortest route, which is it Exxon to Dallas? That's our shortest? Okay, let's just say it is. We're just gonna say it is. Or is it Exxon to Nashville? I'm pretty sure that was Exxon to Dallas. For the sake of this video, we're just gonna say Exxon to DFW. And that's like $300 to $200? No, $300 to $400? While this was just an $80 ticket for an 8-hour round trip to Van Buren, and I can make this become more reality. I plan on doing more excursions in the future. Might do it with a family member. But so yeah, because this is so great. Literally, I had nothing planned for today until literally a couple weeks ago, because I had the other days planned out for my vacation. So I mean, I got to do stuff for my car on Monday. I'm planning on going to Oklahoma on Tuesday, Wednesday, and then I need something to do Thursday. Friday, I'm probably gonna go to if my high school's at home, go to the Tiger thing. Saturday, I might go to Locomotion, which is not too far from where we were earlier in this video, which is in Fayetteville. And then next Sunday, though, I will be in Kansas City to watch racing. At some point during the way back, I am going to ask Caleb or the other conductor to tell us a quick 3-minute history. Have him give us a quick 2 to 3 minute history of the Arkansas Missouri Railroad Company. How about we do that for the next part? I'll ask one of them to give them a brief history as we're just riding. Hey, you guys want a history lesson? Even though y'all probably got one already from Mr. Caleb about like air conditioning and whatnot. Where in West Fork looks like. When we get into Fayetteville around the U of A part and whatnot, I'm going to record the ending part of this video of us pulling into Springdale and whatnot. And I know I'm going to have you tell me when we're about 2 minutes from Springdale. So I'm planning on showing us pulling in from the perspective of like the very back and whatnot. We're coming to a crawl, looks like. Don't know why. Alright. Maybe we're not going to do a history lesson because he's busy asking passengers what they want and whatnot, but when he comes back, I'll start back up and see if he wants to give us I'll ask him if he wants to give you guys a history lesson. And it's just going to be a quick history lesson on this railroad. Alright, I'll see you guys in a little bit.
What would you like to know?
Just a general overview of the Arkansas Missouri Railroad.
The Arkansas Missouri Railroad is actually the third railroad on this line. we founded the Arkansas Railroad in 1986. When this railroad was first founded, it was an all-freight railroad up until late 1980s, early 1990s. When we decided to test the market for our passenger service, we tacked on a passenger car on the back of our biggest freight train. The first passenger car was number 102. We are soon separated from the freight part of it, where we are on a full-tail locomotive. 44 and 68 are the main ones that pull the passenger train each and every time. They also have 50 and 62 that also pull the passenger train. We have an Annie car built in 1950. We have a dome car built in 1948. We have a parlor car built in 1955. And 2 coaches built in 1927. We have a little bit of other cars as well, all varying in age. We have our old.
I don't know how much of that last you guys heard, but that goes my camera dying again. But luckily, like I said, we do have a wireless charger with us. So quick race overview. It was founded in the 80s. Started off as just putting one passenger car on the back of the longest freight train. Because this was strictly, Arkansas, Missouri was strictly a freight company. And that's probably why I was confused when I saw the passenger train a couple weeks ago in Fayetteville. Anyway, let's keep going. Let's keep talking here. So, Fayetteville. So, and then all the cars we are in was built before 1950, except for one. I think he said the dining car, but he said the dome car was built in 48. The 2 coaches were built in 27. That's on this concept. Yeah, I think it's great. If I have to get more of it, that would be awesome already, but my camera did die somewhere in there, so. Okay, connected to arcade is 68 4. The Wayne Guard script here. I am kind of bummed I didn't have to switch to the back of the train. To the very back of the train? Actually, yeah, that is true, very back of the train, because I'm literally sitting in the very last little row in the last car. But I think it's a good idea that I'm sitting in the very back of the train, so I'm not bugged. Anybody doesn't want to be bugged, because there's a bunch of old people where I was sitting, they told me that it was going to be a better idea for me to be back here. Let's cross a crossing. Let's see if it's a lighted one. I couldn't remember if this one earlier today was a lighted one. Nope, this next. Alright, I'll be back. I'll be back in a few minutes. Alright, I'm keeping it on the charger, but I am kind of roll until we are in Springdale Depot. We are roughly about 15 minutes out from Springdale Depot. We just passed Dixon Crossing. But we are pulling in. This is the final push into Springdale. Apparently there's some rain up around the Rogers area, so yeah. But like we're literally about to pass that one area in Fayetteville where there's
there's like 5 or 6 crossings. I will do the ending video when I get home. People who are recording this have been waving at them back as well, so. If I know these people's names and whatnot, I would ask them, like, hey, can you send me that footage so we can get, like, some passing footage of us passing by. When we get to the part where we're going to pass, like, 5, 6 crossings, I'll start. Okay, so we just stopped for a second, but it turned out that there was a crossing that so one of the crossings we went over this morning, the lights were not flashing and it did not have a gate. So I guess there were some cars going over, and I guess we wanted to make sure that cars were done going over, so we just blew the horn. So we came to a complete stop, waited for those cars, and then we blew the horn and continued on our way. I would say we're about 10 to 15 minutes out from the depot. That's in Springdale. That car. Go past some crossings here. We're going to pass about 3 or 4 more within the next couple of minutes, and then we're going to pass the one that I go over every week. I go over it by car. It feels nice going over that one by train. About the lighted gate forms and whatnot. Okay.
Just have to get through these crossings first.
Yeah.
Slow down a little bit.
Oh yeah, due to my possible fake traffic.
Not brake traffic. Traffic's trying to beat the train.
Oh. I don't know why people like to do that. I think it's illegal to even try to do that. Okay. I remember reading about it when I did the driver test about 4 years ago.
saw the ambulances come by. Go through the Johnson crossing. I was told it's going to be about 20 minutes once we pass that. We will pass that momentarily. And then I was told that's going to be about 20 minutes to our station. Well, there's two Johnson crossings. Back in a couple minutes. Alright. We're out to pass the grading crossing in Johnson. X crossing. Good, I'll come back in about 5 minutes. should be near Johnson real soon. So, not Johnson, but Springdale. Again, if you have an excursion train in your state, I would highly recommend you try it because you can definitely get a totally different perspective on your state and like the beauty of it. Maybe we're about to round a couple more curves here.
There's a front of the console if I can get it. I can't really get it from this angle. We're definitely, I think we're definitely in, I think we're in Springdale now, so. kind of. I'm pretty sure we're really close to the station now. I don't know how far out we are. Alright. Just gonna keep it rolling, dude. I wanted to stop it just to make sure we still have enough storage in here for the final 5-minute push into Springdale.
We are a couple minutes away from the Springdale depot. Hopefully you all have enjoyed today's train ride with us. If so, we look forward to having you all back on board again. We want you to have safe travels wherever you're going this evening. We want you all to have a great rest of the day. Thank you all for riding with us. At this time, please remain in your seats till we come to a complete stop at the depot and we give the all clear for departure. But go ahead and gather up your belongings at this time. Unless they're hanging or sitting on the luggage racks, please leave that up there for now and you'll get it when you're cleared for departure. Thank you.
Even though I drove here this morning, so. Okay, I don't know why we just stopped.
You and him will meet on the first steps after the horse is ready. That's why he's gonna walk through. And then like he comes up, somebody make sure nobody's in the 5 left, nobody left in 6.
Alright, when we start moving again, I'll start back up. So I guess we were stopping. The crossing was working and everything, so I just don't understand why we stopped. Probably, I guess they needed a second to discuss on who was doing what and whatnot, because they were having a conversation right next to on who's doing what. But we are literally about to pull into the depot, unless we are pulling into it right now. I am still going to see if I can get us to walk the contest. We just got back We just got into Springdale. I'm pretty sure we just got into Springdale. Alright. When we are...
Alright, on up to Springdale.
Alright, so... we gotta rock 2 cars. God, I wish we were in this car. It had music going. Those guys are not particularly bright, you know.
There's some dummies out there.
It's really amazing. I like the idea of the chain pulled up. Motorcycle helmet on. This Mike Smith from the front of it. Okay.
You won't lose that helmet.
That's right.
Well, you can't trust anybody. See, you have it outside, boys.
No honor in my opinion. They didn't kind of a phenomenon. Yeah. They were just lined up. They were looking to see.
That's where this area is, you know?
Yeah.
There's a bank on every corner and ATM everywhere. Mike, we see some of these, you just couldn't believe it. Remember calling the bank? They were all through it. Yeah, man.
Thank you guys.
Yeah, thank you. Watch your step, please.
Gotcha.
Yeah, you too, bud.
Thank y'all for riding.
Thank you. You too. Alright, we're just gonna go ahead and walk to my car. I won't be able to walk the length of the contest. There's no way I could. Even if they allow me, probably. So, probably no way I could. So, I don't know where my car is exactly, though. Oh, where are my keys? Did I leave them on the train? That'd be sad if I did. Nope, found them. I knew I put them in my backpack. I do not want to give out what kind of car I drive, but I definitely drive a sedan. That's all I'm gonna say. I hear it. Oh, found it. All right. Well, if you've been around this channel, let me get my backpack off first. If you've been around this channel for a while, you know what to do. If you have not, I'm not going to tell you what to do. I'm not your dad. I'm not going to tell you what to do. I'm just kidding. I'll tell you what to do. Like, subscribe, comment, favorite. Be nice, cool, be awesome. My name's Eric Payton. Don't do the hates. See you guys later.